I just woke up in my sister's room. If you guys know her vlog, if I ever linked it, I may not have ever linked it, so I could link it. You might have seen a video of her in this room waking up. That's the TV. Just sneezed inside my red blanket. Anyway, that's the TV that she watches vlogs on. I'm tired. I gotta shower and get ready for today. My eye. Alright. Time to get ready.
She did want the bush when she was alive and Bush was there. She said because most of the stuff is really right. Versus the other guy.
What the heck? Why'd you put one way out here?
There's like 3 right here, so it's hard.
You nasty kid.
Did you miss?
Gross. This is what's gross right here.
Where?
Lies. What are you doing?
What's up here, Sonny? Look.
So I'm with my family here in this little tiny thing. And we're hanging out for JD's birthday, which is the little kid that was standing there in green. This little boy. Who's that? Who's that? What's your name? Who's that?
No.
Who?
Eh.
Who's that?
Eh.
Me?
Eh.
You?
Eh.
Elias? Eli?
Ciao, guys.
Gross kid. Oh, we better get out of the way of their game. Anyway. Happy birthday, dear. Take a picture. Happy birthday to you.
Go.
Yay!
Did you get a picture?
Here. That was a cherry bomb.
Is it just chocolate? No, it's some little chocolate.
And now it's girl. Here, put this on.
It's chocolate and
Oh,
mixed
that's a
together.
good kind.
Come on.
Chocolate syrup? No, but that.
So.
Funny, isn't it? Who am I?
Mom?
I'm mom?
Mom?
Who are you?
Mom?
Eli?
Hey?
Evie?
Baby?
Yeah.
Baby?
I like your finger. Who's that? Who's that?
EB! EB!
It's too
Oh!
loud, kid. It's too loud. What's with your lips? They're falling apart.
What about that one?
I got another one. We got another one.
Ben.
Gonna spend the night too?
Hey, Ben. High five.
Kid.
Fist.
What's in your nose,
Noggin.
dude?
Noggin.
There's some boogers in there?
Noggin.
Oh, booger nose.
So it's like, you okay? Yeah,
Ashley's face was priceless.
Jacks, because I've been waiting on this. What happened?
He still,
Go on the back.
yeah, he needs to put Jax on the back. He hasn't done that yet.
That
Uncle
was
Tony, you put the log on the wrong side.
pretty funny.
No, he needs the Jax. They just put Jax on that side. You need to pull it out.
Are they funny? Yeah, they're funny. Look at them back there.
Did you hear it?
What are you doing? Where are you? Eli! Where's There he is. Teeth. Teeth. Don't fall out.
Yeah, he's really. Oh, he's a cop.
Ugly kid.
She hasn't done nothing. She's not socializing all the time.
Stop
In the
there.
Bible.
Well, now I am without makeup in my room. Did I just say in my room? I meant to say in my sister's room. Hey Nigel, what's up? I am ending my vlog, and I just want to say that I just saw a movie on Netflix. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about the acting. But then after a while I started seeing like the good in that cute little stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a good movie. And then by the end I was like, oh, that was cute. It's called Unlawfully Yours, and it has 5 stars on Netflix, and it's a romance movie, but I think it's like Christian because yeah, there's a lot of faith included in that movie. It was basically a faith-based film and I didn't even know, and it's really cute. So yeah, I had a really great time with family, and I had an awesome time just eating food, laughing around, taking selfies, playing on Snapchat. Just a lot. I tried to record stuff here and there, but most of the time I would just put my phone down. I think I got a decent amount of footage though for a vlog. And then we came home and watched the movie with my mom and her significant other. And after watching the movie, I got ready for bed and I'm like, gonna vlog, got my computer. I mean, not vlog, but edit. And I was just like sitting here thinking of just life. And yesterday I had a long talk with my aunt and kind of just got to know what she's going through. And then we related in some areas of like emotions. So I started kind of talking with her and how things I felt, things I've been through, like that were similar. And that really encouraged me. And I think it encouraged her too. And she just, been asking for prayers. So I just really feel like God wanted me to sit and talk with her yesterday. It honestly felt God arranged that I ended up with just her, because it's like my mom didn't want to go to the game, and then like her kids went off doing something, so I was with her, and my cousin didn't answer her phone, so we just ended up sitting in the car waiting, and while waiting we just started talking. I just really feel like God wanted me and my aunt to bond in that moment and like share things with each other, and I really feel it in my heart now to just be praying for her and the stuff she's going through. And as for me and the stuff that I don't know what's happening lately. I have a feeling that the person that I was with, like, I feel like they just moved on and maybe started dating again. And there's like a huge part of me that doesn't want to know what's going on, because it still hurts me how he ended it. So I'm kind of in this place where I keep telling myself, like, focus on what you're doing, focus on your business and school and your friends and the people that love you, and just remember how much that God is working in your life and that God is taking care of you. And it helps me to think about that. Other times I just think how wonderful it will be when I can actually be in a relationship and be loved the way that I was capable of loving, and just be loved that same way in return. And it makes me think, how great that's going to feel because of the trials I went through, and like just having a strong relationship someday. There are so many things I want to do and I want to see, and like I'd want to be able to, be in a relationship where they love to travel too, and they are totally up for like this business I want to run. I mean, they don't have to run it with me, but like they support that, and someone who will always support my dreams, and like someone who's just adventurous and likes photo shoots. And like I just tell myself these things sometimes, because if I go back to the feelings I had for that guy, then I feel hurt again, and I feel kind of just rejected all over again, and that hurts too. Like, it just hurts to think about. And so I try not to go back to that, because then I let him hurt me again and he's not even here. It's just really hard, because I never got the satisfaction of like making that decision myself if we weren't good, because I was willing to let it work out. And I just need to tell myself, like, you, Stephanie, were the loving one, you were the forgiving one, you were the willing one, you were the committed and loyal one. I was the one trying really hard, and he was the one who seemed to be stuck in his pride over money, and his perspective of me was that I wouldn't be good enough for him as a wife or something. And that hurts, because it's like, you don't know how to love someone. That's not what love is. Love is believing in the person and loving them no matter what you go through. If I were to have married him and we we're trying to make things work, getting a house or something, or starting a family, like, I would be the wife who, if he lost his job, I would stay with him and I would work it through with him. I would pick up the slack that he has if I needed to, because that's what I believe you do in a relationship. That's what I believe a wife is in a marriage, like, and that a husband as well. That's what I believe someone is the person who's there for you. And it's like, I'm committed to whatever we go through together, I'm gonna be there for you. no matter what. You can't control what happens in life. Now, I think his problem was, like, he thought I wouldn't get a job right after and stuff like that, or I don't know what he was thinking, and, like, it still makes me mad, but he believed that I wouldn't succeed. And I remember some things that gave it away. There were times that we had this super serious conversation because he's like, it's not going to work out if blah, 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 we don't, you know, if, I don't remember what he said. And then he'd ask me for my student loan debt, and I'm like, I feel wrong telling you, you're not my husband, we don't share money or anything, like, why are you asking me? If we were considering a future together, then yeah, that would be a concern, I guess. But, like, you know, I just felt offended. I felt every time he asked me, he was trying to see how much debt he was getting himself into. And I'm like, it's my debt. And I always told him it's my debt. It is. I'm not that type of person who's like, I want to marry someone so I can get their money. Like, I'm used to taking care of myself. If a person marries me and then they're helpful because they want to be, I'd probably be really thankful, but I wouldn't ask for it. Anyway, there was that kind of gave it away. And then another time was a conversation we had on how serious he was with dual income. And I'm like, are you just trying to find someone to help you with money? Like, really? Is your future marriage going to be about money and fame or greed? I don't know. And it's like, I'm going to be making money to pay off bills and do the things I want to do. And I want to make enough money to host people at my house because I'll have a big house. Or make enough money because I want to help people out. Like, that's the reason why I would want to make money. But I'm like, what's your reason? I don't know. I'm already doing what I can without money. You know what I mean? Like, I prove that I want to do these things whether I have money or not. I love helping people out. It's hard sometimes, but I know when God lays in my heart to go help someone, and I'll do whatever I can. Like, so many gifts I got him, and I didn't get him gifts because I was trying to give him money in a gift form. I gave him gifts because I wanted to show him how much I remembered him. Like, hey, I remembered this about you, or I thought of you, here you go. Like, gifts to me were a symbol to show that person I thought about you and I care about you. Anyway, sorry, I feel like I need to let this stuff out, and I guess letting it out in a vlog is, might as well, you know? I mean, this is my time to be vulnerable. I would want someone who isn't so stuck on that idea. It's just hard to accept because that's the reason why he left. And, you know, when that happens, it's like you want to be so angry and be like, I hope you learn your lesson and realize that I was good for you, and you're going to find someone who does make that money and they're going to be super busy and not actually love you. And it's like, it's sad. He walked away from someone who really loved him for who he is, someone who looked at him in the eye and believed you're great and you're important and you matter. Like, that's what he walked away from. I wish I had that because I didn't have that with him. I hoped, and unfortunately I thought maybe he was capable, but I didn't have what he had, and yet I didn't walk away. And I was like, doesn't that make me the bigger person? I think that makes me the bigger person. I have to get through this, and even though it'll bother me, I hope someday maybe we can reconcile, or maybe we can talk again or something. I don't know. But if he has moved on, it might be a while before I don't feel this anymore. You might be a while till I find peace, and that's unfortunate, but I believe that God has a story through this. He has a purpose for this, and I really believe God disrupted that relationship for something beautiful. And I'm so excited to figure that out someday. You know, I don't feel it now, I don't know it now, but I know that God cared so much about both of us, and I know that God saw how much I was trying to make that relationship work, and I know he saw the mistakes I made and how I kept wanting to fix those mistakes, and I know that God saw me, and that's exactly what a pastor told me when I was praying. After the breakup, I went to the altar, and that pastor prayed for me, and he said he felt like God was saying in that moment that God wants me to know he is with me, he sees me, he knows everything I've been going through, and he saw all of it. And that really makes me feel like God is telling me, or was telling me at that time, like, Stephanie, I saw what happened. I'm with you. I want you to just come to me and rest. You don't need to be hurting so much and fighting so much on your own. Come over here, just take a rest. I feel like God was just like allowing me to rest from how hard loving him was. Loving my then boyfriend. I really don't like the term ex-boyfriend. It was something I never wanted, and I'm in denial. So that's just my talk of the day, making this vlog really long, I understand, but these talks are going to happen, and I hope one day I can come back to this video and I'll be like, whoa, that's me in the past when my eyebrows are really gross, and like I'm in my sister's room in a big giant t-shirt and I'm just talking about life. Look at me talking about this stuff I went through, and look where I'm at now today, you know? That's what I'm hoping for with these vlogs, is that I can see my growth, and I hope that maybe in a year from today I could be watching this video and thinking, I'm gonna go back to, you know, September 24th and see what was up with me. And I have high hopes that God is sorting so many things out right now, and that there's gonna be a very beautiful outcome of this. And I really feel like God is, this time right now, is waiting time on purpose. And it's hard to wait. There are times I want to just do something about it, you know, figure out, like, maybe I'll just contact him again and be like, I can't do this, I need an apology. But then I tell myself, you're fine. Don't dwell on it. God is doing something great. So that's where I'm at. And I haven't prayed for him, and I should. And I feel like if I am upset still, that praying will help me through it. I pray for him to figure out what he's doing. Like, I pray that maybe God will lay it in his heart to mend things with us, because how he ended it was just so many unanswered questions and left me just like, what? Like, I have no say in this? That's it? You're done? Bye? See ya? Like, thanks for coming along for my life? 3.5 years, and then you're just peacing out? Like, I didn't do anything to deserve that. What the heck? You know what I mean? So if he's running after money, then I pray that he finds his money and then runs out of it and realizes that money doesn't last and only God does. And I also pray that through that horrible thing of losing so many things in his life, he will learn that God is all he needs and realize what is most important. That I pray, because that's how much I care for him to find a better place. And I hope he realizes what he lost in me. I hope he doesn't forget that, because I don't want to think that I was just a used up waste of time in his life. That hurts. That being said, I'm going to conclude this video, and I really hope that I edited enough so that it wasn't too long. Sorry, my eyebrows are disgusting, and my face is a little gross because I got like a pimple there too. But this is me, raw, vulnerable, real, and peace out.